Hi, Michael Shuster here, and welcome to my Toronto real estate market update for November 2020. You've heard me talk repeatedly about the ambiguity of Toronto real estate news, headlines, and when they say that the market is hot or the market is on fire. Is that in reference to prices of Toronto real estate or volume of transactions that took place? And remember that when you see news and statistics, every month they are for the prior month, not necessarily current. So let's talk about the average prices of Toronto real estate in October of 2020 first. Then we'll talk about the volume of sales and transactions and things like that. The average price in Toronto increased again from $960,000 in September 2020 to $968,000 in October of 2020. So that's a 0.8% increase in value. And that might seem like a small amount as it's just less than about 1%. But when you think about it, if your home goes up 1% a month, that's 12% a year. Not bad for any investment. In fact, since some months are more and some months are less, we're actually up 13.7% from October of last year, 2019, to October of this year, 2020. We were up 14% from September last year to September this year. So it's still holding pretty close to 14%. Now, let's talk about average number of sales or the volume of transactions of the real estate market in Toronto. The number of sales or transactions was actually down from September to October by 4.7%. Although October was competing with September 2020, which happened to be the highest sales in a single month since April of 2017, that's a 41-month time frame, folks. There were 11,083 sales in September and 10,563 in October. So aside from the unusual September that we had, which might have been a result of the pandemic, the results in October, although down from September, were in fact up 25.1%, you heard me correctly, from October last year. October 2019 saw 8,445 sales, and October 2020 saw 10,563 sales. Now let's talk about the number of listings on the market, or the number of sellers and the amount of inventory, if you will. So the number of new listings with properties on the market in Toronto was down from 20,420 in September of 2020 to 17,802 in October, which is almost a 13% decrease. So to sum this all up, I'm so happy when the numbers support all of the prior videos and the blog posts that I've done about understanding the market. The bottom line is this. All through October, people kept saying to me, Michael, I hear the market is on fire, the market's hot. And I usually respond with, yes, the prices are increasing, and remember, those are last month's statistics. But when I'm dealing with my current clients and their listings, my current listings, I have to remind my clients that we must price and sell your property as of today's market, not what the news says it was a month ago. And therefore, I'd also be responding to those people who approached me in October, telling them that as an active realtor, I'm currently seeing the number of transactions and the number of listings start to slow down. That was usually my response towards the end of October and into November. And now that the numbers are in for October, I've been able to quantify for you here today exactly what happened in October. So in short, the number of transactions was down a bit. The number of new listings or inventory was down a bit. But since buyer interest stayed strong and stays strong, when there are more buyers than there are sellers, as I've said many, many times before, when demand exceeds supply, the prices stay strong. In fact, they not only hold their own, but they continue to go up. That's your Toronto real estate market update for November 2020. Actually, in November for October 2020. And as a last FYI, I remind you that Everything that I just said and everything I just talked about is more or less about the housing market and not the Toronto condo market, which has lately been very, very different. Probably worth a whole different video of its own. If you have questions about the Toronto real estate market or pricing in your area specifically, please don't hesitate to ask me and I'd be happy to discuss it with you. And remember, when it comes to real estate or any other experience or process in life, if there was a better way, wouldn't you at least want to know about it? You can email me with any questions you might have, mike@TheREguy.ca. It's always strictly confidential and there's never any obligation or pressure. I just like to help, I just like to talk real estate. Thanks for watching.